Did you know that the Roman period and medieval period were both several degrees warmer than today's temperature? The world then cooled at least 4 degrees from 1450 to 1850. This period was called the Little Ice Age. This was a period of glacial advance, the same glaciers that are in retreat today. These temperatures variations were not caused by man, but in fact they were caused entirely by natural forces. I'm sure most of you know or have heard about global warming and how it affects us. But for those of you who don't, let me explain. Global warming is the increase in the average temperature of the Earth's near surface air and oceans since the mid-20th century and its projected continuation. Good evening, my name is Evangelina Dunn, and today I'm going to inform you about global warming, what scientists think is causing it, who is at the greatest risk, and what we can do to help it. Scientists have spent decades figuring out what is causing global warming. They have looked at the natural cycles and events that are known to influence climate. But the amount and pattern of warming that has been measured can't be explained by these factors alone. The only way to explain the pattern is to include the effect of greenhouse gases that are emitted by humans. One of the first things scientists learned is that there are several greenhouse gases that are responsible for global warming, and humans emit them in a variety of ways. Most come from the combustion of fossil fuels in cars, factories, and electricity production. The gas responsible for the most warming is carbon dioxide, which is also called CO2. Other contributors include methane released from landfills and agriculture, especially from the digestive systems of grazing animals, such as cows. Nitrous oxide from fertilizers, gases used for refrigeration and industrial processes, and the loss of forests that would otherwise store CO2. There has been much talk about global warming and who or what is affecting it the most. You see all of the educational shows or documentaries talking about how humans are the ones to blame for global warming. But scientists have been researching and have come to a conclusion. Although we as humans are not helping the effects of global warming, we are not totally to be blamed for it either. The Earth today is not the warmest it has ever been. Global temperatures were as much as 2 degrees warmer in the medieval and Roman periods. 2,000 years of global temperature data note that the current global warming started in the mid-1700s, well before man started producing much of CO2. Global temperatures declined from 1945 through 1979. This was a period of rapid industrial expansion and the increase of CO2 production throughout the world. So if CO2 and temperatures are linked, why did temperatures fall? No matter what you read or see on television, global warming keeps affecting us, but not to the point of total mass destruction like people are trying to make us believe. Global warming is a major part of our Earth, and we as inhabitants of the Earth should be aware and educated about global warming and what we can do to stop it. First, we can tell political representatives where we stand. Political leaders earn their positions from votes. They care about public opinions and keep close tabs on issues raised in letters, meetings, phone calls, and editorial pages of local papers. Another way we can help is by contacting our local media. Just by simply writing a letter to the editor or calling a local radio show will help get our voice heard. One of the easiest and simplest ways to stop global warming is just simply to volunteer. The David Suzuki Foundation is a nationally recognized organization that works with governments, businesses, and individuals to conserve our environment by providing science-based education, advocacy, and policy work, and acting as a catalyst for the social change that today's situation demands. They have offices in Vancouver, Toronto, Ottawa, and Montreal. Even though we are not close to these states, we can contact our local volunteer agencies to check out other organizations that are working for the environment. We only have one planet, and we're all in this together. We just can't sit back and wait for those who govern to legislate our way to a healthier, greener future. We need community-based leadership. Let's make those changes ourselves right now, where we live every day, in our homes, our workplaces, and communities. I hope today I've been able to inform you about global warming, and I've given you ideas on how to keep our planet a beautiful place to grow in. Thank you.